Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to A Clash of Kings. Now, when we left off, we had just taken Pebbleton from the Iron Islands once again, and we have hopefully secured it a little bit better than previously, as we have now awarded it to Belakwo. And hopefully he will protect it with his life. Otherwise, I will definitely hunt him down, oh yes. So, now, we currently have a slight predicament, and now this is due to, for some reason, Theon Greyjoy wanting to engage us. Now, I was travelling back to Pike. Unbeknownst to me, however, Theon came out of nowhere and has taken us on. Now, the only thing I am a little bit skeptical about here is we are currently doing a naval battle, so this is going to be rather amusing if we have no archers whatsoever. So let us hope that many of our archers are at the top of our army and they'll be able to enter first. And as you can see, we have 159 versus 57. So, let us now close in and board the enemy and see how it goes, because I believe this is our first naval battle in Clash of Kings. So, oh my. Okay. Are these our units? Yes, I believe so. Okay, good. Phew. I was a little bit worried there. Okay, wow. We have quite a few, and I am hoping that we'll be able to sustain quite a few casualties if they have a lot of archers, which it does not seem as though they do. So in theory, we should be alright. Now, the only thing I am a little bit worried about... Oh! Okay. Well, I was about to say, how am I going to get over here? But it appears that I have sorted that out without any issues whatsoever. So, let us go into first person and attempt to defend as best we can against the vicious onslaught of the Iron Islands and their units. Oh no. Come on, take him down. Oh no. Okay, that guy is definitely going after us. That guy with the two-handed axe right there. But, oh, I believe the Theon Greyjoy was amongst them over there, and he has just been taken out. So thankfully that was not the fellow that I took out, because otherwise his relation with us would go down rather dramatically, and that would be a little bit of a shame. But nevertheless... Oh, it appears that we have taken everyone down, and that is a friendly. I am not entirely sure, as we cannot see the icons above their names at the moment, so we'll have to deal with that. And I have my stabbing motion ready. Oh yes, take that. And I will leave the archer to our forces, and whoa, that was a lovely headshot right there by one of our northern archers by the looks of things. Very, very good, and okay. Well, it appears that our northern archers are very accurate indeed, and they are showcasing their ability to be incredibly deadly. So, there we are. One morale. Yeah, it's a little bit low for my liking, but nevertheless, I will be taking this guy prisoner. Should I? I think I probably will. But, yeah, I'm starting to think that maybe I shouldn't take them prisoner and hopefully get a little bit of relation back with them, because you never know. They may join our faction. However, I have taken a look at some of your comments in the section below the video, and it appears that there's some strange jiggery-pokery, that is a technical term, going on with the relation and the vassals, and what is going on with them joining us or joining a particular faction, and maybe we will have a couple of issues with King Balon Greyjoy coming after us. So I will be... Oh no. Ooh, yes, yes. Sneak by. There we are. Thank you very much. Okay. So, hopefully, King Balon will not see fit to siege one of our towns just yet. And I would like to rejuvenate and potentially level up a couple more units, but unfortunately, it does not appear that they have gained enough experience just yet. But nevertheless, we will be placing these units in here. And actually, why am I placing them in here? Ah, yes. One of you did actually say, why did you not make Pike my home base? Well, that is mainly due to the fact that I think Pike is probably going to be the one that is going to be sieged more than anything else, and potentially I would like to have Lordsport be, let's just say, ignored, which may indeed help us with our wages and so forth. So I'm hoping that my tactics there will work out quite well. We have 132 there, 162 there, and I believe 120 or so at Ironholt. So for now, I will be resting up, rejuvenating our units, and then maybe we will go to hunt down King Balon Greyjoy himself, or potentially go to Greygarden and take that. Now, the only thing that I must just mention before I cut away here is the fact that I am planning on going to do a couple of the unique quests that Clash of Kings has to offer, and of course the only reason I have not done so at the moment is just because I am hoping that I will be able to eliminate or at least reduce the amount of chance that the Iron Islands have of taking back any of our strongholds here. So I will see you in a minute. Okay, so upon resting for quite some time, we have leveled up Bryndon, and he has advanced to level 7, so we can now get an additional point in intelligence, and then we can level up his surgery, and what else? Maybe we should make him an overall medic? Maybe that would be a good idea. However, he is not doing a lot of damage, so maybe we'll want to get some more Power Strike or Iron Flesh. That might be an idea. Or Weapon Master. We have a lot of options here, so I'm not entirely sure. I think Iron Flesh would probably help him out, although that is only 2 HP, but I think that should be fine for now, and we will head on. So next level, we are definitely going to want to get him some strength, because as you can see here, he has literally nothing going for him in the way of offensive capability, as he is currently using a club and reasonable shield. I will give him this shield in return, though. Now that is 38, that's 35, that is fine, that is also fine. So yes, it appears that he is only lacking a weapon at the moment, and maybe we will be able to buy one at the nearby town. So let's just take a look here and see what we can do. Now I would like to get him a one-handed if possible. So yes, these two-handeds will not really do for him. However, this heavy hatchet is alright. It is only 25 cutting damage, however. And as I say that, we do only have a sword with 27, so maybe that would be an idea. However, this is only 24. And it is 3200, which we do not have. So I will be buying this for him, and hopefully he will be able to learn how to use it rather efficiently. And then get a few more kills and get a few more bits of experience. So yes, we will now be heading on to Grey Garden, as that I believe is probably the closest fief to us at the moment of the Iron Islands. I don't really want to go to Nagas Hall or Hammerhorn. They are a little bit too far away for my liking. However, we may have an issue with the king being stationed here potentially. No, apparently not. However, we do have a vassal here. So many of you have actually told me about the unique quests just before we head into Grey Garden, and one of you has sent me a message as well telling me that there is a quest giver in, where is it now? Tyrosh, which is over here. So if you go over here, then you can potentially find a quest giver there. And there is also one which many of you have told me about, which is in Bravos, which is up here. So yes, I was unaware actually of this huge area over here, because you immediately think that the mainland is the only area that you can explore. But it appears that the creator of the mod has outdone himself in this case, and has added huge areas over to the, well, let's just say east, because the compass in the bottom left there is completely wrong, but never mind. Okay, so, as I was saying, we will now be heading into Grey Garden, and hopefully being able to secure it. And one of you did mention that if you outnumber the enemy considerably, then you are able to call for a meeting with the castle commander. Now, this has only worked with me in the past when the enemy has had a shortage of food, but as you can see here, they do have 30 days remaining, so it's unlikely that the castle commander will agree to a ceasefire, or at least agree to give us the fief for free. However, I will try it out. Ah, no, apparently not. So we will be building our ladders and heading in. Of course, I think it would probably work a little better if we had a larger amount of units. That probably would have helped us out more than anything. But, oh, it appears that the Reach has also declared war against Dragonstone and the Westerlands, because if you recall correctly, in the previous episode we saw the Stormlands declare the same war threats, I suppose you could say. But now we will be heading in and checking out the layout of Grey Garden. Oh my, okay, so this is probably going to be reminiscent to some of you that watched my special feature on A Clash of Kings, and it seems very, very similar to the castle layout at Sisterton, I believe. Is it Sisterton? I am unaware of the various fief names in the sister lands now, but I believe there was Little Sister, Sisterton, and something else. But one of those is definitely going to be painful memories for us here, because if you recall, we had a huge amount of difficulty defending, and I really should raise my shield. Oh my goodness, please, no! I do not want to be skewered by a lot more arrows. Please avoid me and hit my troops if possible. At least until halfway through the siege. That might be nice. But yes, we have 130 units, and our enemy has 127, and we have, yes, a reasonable amount, and it just so happens that they hit me as I turn my back. Wonderful, isn't it? Okay, well, nevertheless, we have our archers firing away at the defensive garrison here, and hopefully be taking out quite a few of the Ironborn archers in the process. Now, I do have my one-handed out, and of course that is due to me wanting to use the shield against the archers, but I will hopefully be able to bring out our two-handed in just a moment. So let's try to get in there as best we can, and maybe navigate our way around to hopefully take out some of the archers ourselves, and oh, this is probably not a good idea. We might want to be a little more cautious. Okay, stab him. Yes, there we are. Little glancing blow there, and oh, thank you very much, archers. They are doing a reasonable job right there, and by reasonable I mean excellent. So let us attempt to not get taken out by these few infantry units on the garrison walls here. Oh, no. Take that, spearman. Oh, yes. There we are. Okay, I believe we have taken out all of their archers, apart from two on the far side there. So we will be switching to our two-handed now, and seeing what we can do. Oh, yes. The devastation that we can cause right here is insurmountable to anything that has come before it, or at least maybe not, because of that amazing defense at Lordsport that we had all those episodes ago, where we defended against 800 units. That was very impressive indeed, if I do say so myself. I do like to pat myself on the back a little bit about that, because I was very surprised that we survived. Oh my. So come on, let us try to stab him. There we are. Oh, no, I actually thought he got taken out there. I must not underestimate the HP of these elite Ironborn retainers. Oh, of course. We have heard about those. Many of you have told me in the comments about them. They are, I believe, the Ironborn's deadliest infantry. So, yes, we do need to watch out for them. I will be going stabby-stabby on many of these fellows, though. And, oh no. Okay, it appears that my shield is required versus these archers. And, well, we already have one sticking through it. And I will be jumping up here and hopefully taking them on, or at least trying to distract some of them. As you know, we are being pin-cushioned by many of them, and I would like to get our archers up here if possible, so what I will be doing is luring this fellow over here as best I can, and hopefully one of our archers will take him out. This would be wonderful, and oh no, my shield has been destroyed, how dare you! Oh well, I took him out, very nice, and we will get our archers up here, and hopefully finish off any remaining units that may spawn in, or appear from the barracks. Oh my. Okay, it appears that we are successful in taking them down, and come on, yes, there we are. Okay, great. Phew, I believe the only weak point in my armor at the moment is my helmet, so hopefully we'll be able to upgrade that at some point. But nevertheless, I believe the quest reward for the quest at Bravos, I believe, is a huge two-handed sword that does an amazing amount of damage. So I'm hoping, even if we do not take the entirety of the Iron Islands, we may be able to consolidate many of our own conquered fiefs into a very strong defensive wall, and indeed be able to cause the Iron Islands vassals and king to go into solitude and never appear out of there again, at least not in the time that it takes me to complete the quest, or at least I hope to attempt the quest and maybe complete it. So I will be having this for myself, I think. Will I? Yes, I think I will. Why not? And we will be garrisoning it as best we can. Now, I will be splitting it between us, of course. Only 600 dinars, so not incredibly expensive right there. But nevertheless, we do have King Balon Greyjoy actually heading towards us as we speak. So I believe it is probably a good idea to start leveling up a couple of archers, and we will see how we do against him if he decides to launch an offensive against us. Now, I have come across something that is a little difficult to stomach. As you can see here, we only have 29 coins, and we do have a huge amount of units to level up. Well, not really a huge amount, but I would like to level them up, so I will be choosing one of the... oh no. One of these Dragonstone archers, I suppose, for the rest of it, and we only have 5 coins remaining. So, hopefully our wages will appear out of thin air, and we will be able to level up the rest before King Balon decides to head in. So, I will see you in just a moment. Okay, so upon returning to Greygarden, we have a rather dire situation, and that is, of course, that we have only 153 troops fit for battle against the enemy's 319. Now, when we did this before at Lordsport, we did have a huge amount of, well, previous troops that I was able to recruit from our previous wages from when we joined, I believe it was King Baratheon's army, and enlisted as a soldier there, and I made it to a rather high rank. That was, of course, off-screen a little bit. I did participate in a few battles on-screen, but otherwise I was able to accrue quite a bit of cash from the loot there, and then, of course, with that I exported our character to the new version of A Clash of Kings, and therefore was able to recruit quite a few knight units and mounted units, and yes, we were able to defend with that. But this time around I do not have those units with us, so it may be a much closer ordeal, and this is a very familiar sight to me because I remember defending, was it Sisterton? No, it was Little Sister, I believe, versus the likes of the Vale, and we had some rather large issues, so hopefully this time around it will not be a similar situation and we will be able to fend them off. And where is Brynden? I need to know where my medic is so that we can actually make sure that he is going to stay alive here. Oh no. Oh, there he is. Great. Okay, so he doesn't appear to be putting himself into harm's way just yet. And let's just see how many they are currently throwing at us. 130. Okay, so, oh yes, they're sending quite a few of their elite Ironborn retainers up the ramp as we speak, but we are ready for them. Let's do this. Yes, block it, or block that, or at least attempt to block it as best we can, and take them out. Yes, I am hoping that I will take the majority of damage here because I do not want our units to get taken out. They are going to be a lot more useful than I am in this siege, potentially, because as you see here, we are getting overwhelmed in terms of numbers, and I think it would probably be a good idea for us to, I suppose, have our units stay alive the best they can. And why are my archers getting taken out? No! It appears one may have slipped by our defenses, perhaps. But nevertheless, we do have our elite reach crossbowmen doing an amazing amount of damage as we have advanced to level 20. So maybe it would be a good idea to level up right now, but I'm not entirely sure whether I want to, considering we are having a pretty reasonable time of it here with our killing streak currently heading on, and we're doing a reasonable amount of damage along the way as well. But, oh, I was able to actually take out Dagon himself. Oh no, he's not going to be very pleased, that is for sure. But nevertheless, we have taken him down, and he is probably one of the fiercest warriors we are going to be fighting here. However, we are against the king himself, I believe, so this may indeed turn into some sort of bloodbath, which would not be too pleasant, that is for sure. Oh my, they have a lot of elites, don't they? Oh my, that is not good. But it appears that we are fighting them back, we are doing a reasonable job, and my units are hopefully going to be staying alive as best they can, because I'm planning on placing all of these units that we currently have into the garrison here, and hopefully they will be able to stave off any further attacks to Greygarden. And then, once we have made it safe, I will head on to recruit a couple more volunteers. And maybe even stop off at Bravos if I have the time to pick up the quest and see what it actually entails, because many of you have said that it entails conquering Volantis, I believe. So I have to find where that is and scout it out, make sure that there aren't too many units there, because of course that would be very bad situation if we charged in there without knowing how many units they have. And, oh my, I'm actually doing reasonably well here. Taking out quite a few of their units, and here come the second waves. Oh no. Okay, well, how many units have we lost so far? Not too many, actually, which is very miraculous, I must admit. I suppose it is due to the fact that we have the bottleneck, and it is working to our advantage. Of course, we do have the archers as well, doing a very nice job indeed. And, whoa, it appears that one of our forces has gone down the ramp, potentially? No, maybe not. They are getting pincushioned, as you can see by that fellow's shield, though, which is very nice indeed to see. Come on, take him out with a thrust. Oh, yes. There we are. That is what we like to see. And how many units do they have left? 47. Are they going to get any more reinforcements? They might not be committing as many units as we think to this war effort. If they do not send in any more reinforcements, I will be charging our infantry down the ramp and taking the fight to them. However, I believe we have taken out a majority of their elite retainers so far, so I believe that they have no more strength units to send at us, perhaps? Maybe that would be the case here. However, they do have elite ironborn spearmen, which I suppose isn't too deadly to us, but they have been known to deal a significant amount of damage if given the chance, so need to be cautious about that. But as you see here, we do have a third wave of enemy reinforcements coming in. They do have, how many is it? 310, I believe. So around double the units that we have, so I should be a little more cautious than I am currently being, but I believe our units are doing a very nice job indeed, and I think we will be fine. If they don't get stuck, no! How dare you, elite Stormlands man-at-arms? What are you doing over there? Oh my, it appears that one of our archers is being extremely audacious. And I will be charging our infantry to go and help them, because, as you see here, one archer against... Oh my, he actually took out one of them? Maybe? Wow, that is very impressive. I was not expecting that, but yes. Anyway, we will be heading down there and driving them away from our doorstep. And indeed, we are going to be crowd surfing. Oh yes, and I actually thought I had a successful crowd surf there, but unfortunately not the case this time around. So we will be heading behind them and flanking them as best we can, as we do have new enemies on the way, and it would be rather nice to get out of this particular area so that I am not going to get backstabbed by the new reinforcements of our enemies. Oh no. Come on, take him down. Come on, Elias. Oh no, I'm a little bit worried, actually. Oh, there we are. That's much better. Good, okay, so now we only have to deal with the fourth wave of reinforcements, and I think we should be fine here. As you see, there are mainly spearmen, and we are leveling our two-handed proficiency very nicely indeed. Now, I think... Oh, okay. I was going to say I think I should level up now, but seeing as we are on the front line, I may as well make a concerted effort to do as much damage in an efficient way as possible. And maybe head by here. Oh yes, it appears I will have the chance to flank them once again. And I will act as if the previous flanking maneuver was not a complete mistake, but yes. Crowd surfing does have its advantages, I suppose. Now, seeing as we have the fifth wave here, I will be leveling up before we head in to the fray. So, let us see. I think at the moment we probably want to level up our athletics, maybe? Maybe our riding? I don't know about that, to be honest. And trainer, I think, is probably going to be a good idea. So... this is difficult. I think engineering is probably going to be good as well, so maybe we will be leveling up our intelligence a little bit more. Even though that really isn't a very entertaining prospect to me, I would like to level agility here. However, as I say, I think engineering, Iron Flesh, Weapon Master, all of these skills could use leveling up as well as trainer. So I think we'll go for intelligence, we'll go for 15, and then we'll go for 12 in agility and see where we go from there. We do have 6 in leadership, which is wonderful, so yes, that's always a nice surprise whenever I see that. So let's go for trainer, and we'll go for either Iron Flesh or engineer. I think engineer is probably going to help us out more, And yeah, Iron Flesh is only 2 HP, but it would take us to 70, which is a nice round number, but nevertheless, we will be leveling up our archery as best we can. And then our polearms a little bit, and our crossbows. So there we are. Let us now head in once again to the fray. Let's see how we do. Okay, so it appears that this is the final stand of the offensive push by the Iron Islands vassals, and we can now only hope that we will be able to take a few of them prisoner, and indeed gain the ransom from each of them to further our war effort against them. So yes, it's rather a good situation for us at the moment. 6 renown was our reward, and I will be taking absolutely everyone, as I do believe that even if we are able to have a high relation, then it is probably going to be incredibly difficult to get them to join us. So there we are, we do have 1, which is a little unfortunate. I was hoping for a few more than that, but yes, anyway, we will be taking quite a few of their prisoners, and just making sure that we take good ones here. Okay, I think that's fine. No, wait a minute. Those veteran Ironborn retainers, I want them. Yes, let's take those. Okay, so that should be fine, and we will now be taking a look at the loot. Nothing too extravagant here, but it will be enough to tide us over, hopefully gain quite a bit of loot, and be able to sell it for a large sum. So, as I said before, I will be placing as many units as I have in my current army in Greygarden, and then, obviously after leveling them up, and then I will head over to Bravos as quickly as I can, as I do think that the majority of our fiefs at the moment, with the exception of Pebbleton at the moment, are currently very well defended. So I should be able to head over here and obtain the quest. So next time we will hopefully attempt to do that. And where is Volantis? I know it's around here somewhere. There it is. Okay, good. Very nice. So I have to conquer this for the quest. That is going to be relatively difficult, I think, considering the size of the town, on the map at least. Seems very daunting, but nevertheless we will try and hopefully succeed. So I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.